Welcome to the Philosophical Pursuits channel, where we explore some of the most fascinating subjects in the world of philosophy, spirituality, and mythology. In our quest to gain a deeper understanding of the human experience, we have explored the mythologies of various ancient civilizations from around the world. Today, we embark on a journey to the mystical land of ancient Egypt, where we will explore the enigmatic figure of Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and the moon. Thoth was one of the most important gods in the Egyptian pantheon, and his role in the ancient religion was diverse and multifaceted. He was considered the inventor of writing, the patron of scribes and of all intellectual pursuits, and the god of judgment, measurement, and timekeeping. He was also associated with the moon, and in particular, with the cycles of the lunar calendar that was used in ancient Egypt. In Egyptian mythology, Thoth was depicted as a bird-headed man, with the head of an ibis bird. This imagery was meant to symbolize his associations with writing, as the ibis was considered a sacred bird in ancient Egypt. In some depictions, he is also shown with the head of a baboon, which was associated with the moon. One of the most fascinating aspects of Thoth's mythology is his role as a mediator between the gods and the mortals. He was considered the scribe of the gods, and was responsible for recording the deeds of the deities in the halls of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. He was also believed to be the inventor of magic, and was often depicted as a healer or a magician who could bring the dead back to life or heal the sick. Thoth was also an important figure in the afterlife, where he played a crucial role in the weighing of the heart ceremony. This rite was performed in the Hall of Judgment, where the soul of the deceased was judged by a panel of gods. Thoth was responsible for recording the verdict of the gods and placing the heart of the deceased on the scales of justice to determine whether the soul would be allowed to enter the afterlife. Despite his many associations and roles, Thoth remained an enigmatic figure in Egyptian mythology, and his true nature and origins remain a mystery. Some scholars believe that he may have been of foreign origin, and perhaps brought to Egypt by trade or migration from other parts of the ancient world. The story of Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and the moon, is one of the most fascinating in all of Egyptian mythology. His multifaceted character and many roles make him an intriguing subject of study for anyone interested in ancient religion and spirituality. So let us delve deeper into the mystical world of ancient Egypt to discover the secrets and mysteries of this fascinating civilization. Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and the moon, was one of the most prominent figures in ancient Egyptian mythology. He was often depicted as a man with the head of an ibis, a long beak, and a feathered headpiece. Thoth was known as the Lord of Divine Words and the Scribe of the Gods, and he played a significant role in the creation myth of ancient Egypt. According to Egyptian mythology, Thoth was present at the creation of the world. He was believed to have been the first to write down the names of all things, and to have invented the hieroglyphic language. He was also credited with the invention of the calendar, mathematics, and geometry. For these reasons, Thoth was considered to be the patron god of scribes, scholars, and mathematicians. In addition to his role as the scribe of the gods, Thoth was also associated with the dead and the afterlife. He was believed to have assisted souls on their journey to the afterlife, and was often depicted guiding the deceased through the underworld. Thoth was also responsible for weighing the heart of the deceased against the feather of Ma'at in the judgment of the dead. If the heart was heavy with sin, it was consumed by a monster known as Ammit, and the soul was condemned to eternal torment. Thoth was also closely associated with the moon. In ancient Egypt, the moon was believed to be a symbol of regeneration and rebirth. Thoth's connection to the moon made him a powerful ally in the renewal of life and the resurrection of the dead. In this role, he was associated with the figure of the ibis, which was a symbol of earthly life and heavenly light. In addition to his many roles in Egyptian mythology, Thoth was also associated with the concept of Ma'at, which was central to the ancient Egyptian religion. Ma'at was the goddess of truth, justice, and cosmic harmony, and she was often depicted as a woman with a feather on her head. Thoth was considered to be the custodian of Ma'at, and his responsibility was to maintain balance and order in the universe. Thoth was also associated with the concept of Heka, which was the ancient Egyptian word for magic. Heka was considered a powerful force that could be used for both good and evil purposes. However, Thoth was believed to be the inventor of Heka, and he was considered to be a benevolent magician who used his powers to heal and protect. In art and literature, Thoth was often portrayed as a wise and knowledgeable figure who was consulted by the other gods on matters of importance. He was also believed to have created the first written language, which was used by the scribes to record important events and religious rituals. This knowledge was passed down through the generations, and it played a vital role in the development of Egyptian civilization. Thoth was also revered as a protector of Egypt and its people. He was closely associated with the pharaohs and was believed to be their guardian and advisor. Statues of Thoth were often placed in temples and tombs, and his name was invoked in prayers and incantations. In conclusion, Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and the moon, was an important figure in ancient Egyptian religion. His multifaceted character and many roles demonstrate the complexity of Egyptian mythology, and his legacy is still felt in modern times. Scholars and enthusiasts alike continue to be fascinated by his story, and his influence will continue to be felt for many years to come. Thoth is a testament to the rich cultural heritage of Egypt and its people. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the god of wisdom and writing, Thoth.